So aliens could be more like ghoulies than they could be like demons. There's a there's a similarity, and it can't cross over into a different like into it can't cross into demonology because that's angel shit. Angels have like, instead of technology, they have like they have an immense amount of knowledge, whereas like man has like very little. Um, like you think like Earth has a kundalini, humans have a kundalini, and monks, they used to cut their hair up here so that like the inner that the Holy Spirit could enter to the top of their head. It's like the Earth's kundalini pulls in frost from space with like a grain of magic, like of trace. It's like such a small amount that it's not even a grain. In cycles, right? There could be a certain amount of magic accumulated within each clan or nation. It's like associated with destiny and crystallization, like crystallization. Uh, um, Lemuria and what's it called? Atlantis is like a crystalline city. It's like the Emerald City. But okay. Trying to track back. Sometimes I have to backtrack. If Eve, before, because you know how Earth is a quarantine zone, right? Extraterrestrials, some of them couldn't leave, right? But they're not allowed. They're not supposed to come, right? And the ones that could leave were supposed to leave, and some of them couldn't leave, right? So, according to like Zachariah Sitchin and stuff, I'm not telling you that this is some kind of knowledge that I'm forbearing knowledge. I'm just referencing the literature. They think that they went to sleep, hibernation, right? In the Amazon, right, women and were like 9 to 12 feet tall, right? What it's kind of saying, like they were like potentially less physical, potentially like indicating that they have like a third eye or something mythical, something that it's not. You're not supposed to say that we got to go back to this now. You can't, because they had, we do shit to model that. So we do head flattening. They put a board and strap it on there so that your cranium grows like a cone head, right? But that's because back, maybe at some point in time, people had that brain like back there, right? That's like, it's nation. That's actually your nation, is this part. And like Bigfoot, he's like Bigfoot, still has it. You know what I mean? Like these are, but so the Amazon is not funny because some cosmic entity, some sort of space traveler, some kind of alien, some kind of being that was like, that maybe the Sumerians talk about them, doing stuff genetically engineering, like where they performed some kind of circumcision on the Amazon, on the women. But they were all women though, because they reproduced by parthenogenetic replication, which is just a female clone of themselves. They had a female copy of themselves. So many times, you can have more than one, right? So and it happened through like there's some There's some gardens and like they have plants that look like things that go on in, you know, swank movies and stuff like that. Like, oh, okay, I see what is going on. I don't want to describe because it's gonna seem like I'm like being dirty or something. But nature already has it going on. ISIS. Anyways, yeah, because there's like flowers with they basically tell you exactly what it is. It's trees fucking. And it's just like, oh, you see it in like all these different ways. Like, it's a nice way to explain it. Then you don't have to tell, you know, like you don't have to say anything, you know. But you know, like the harlot's flower. Have you ever heard of that? Harlot's lips flower. It's a DMT actually. It's supposed to be the most powerful DMT flower plant, more than a Rendonacia or San Pedro cactus, or like all these some of these plants that you can extract DMT from. Like, this is supposed to be the best one. And the leaves have a secondary the flower has a secondary petal, and it looks like lips, like with lipstick on it, like ready for a kiss. And I don't know, maybe in some places you go and see it's like everywhere, like weeds, and the lips are growing further apart, and they just kind of look, you know, like, but they have some really like novelty, like it was a novelty plant and decoration and stuff. It's called the Harlot's Lips. Okay, but there's some other plants that look like cream pie coochies, like six in a dangling on a branch. And when they get like, you know, when they're like after the damselfly comes by and like pollinates them, like they start like looking like something from a straight up porno. Like, I mean, it's just, you know, you just need a weed whacker or something. You just need to go around with it, go and clean up the backyard, you know, because your cutting blade is long and hard. You got a long, hard cutting blade. You got to go clean up the backyard. It's just a bunch of weeds and stuff. But I mean, if you put it together nice, like bonsai and stuff, you would think, I mean, because it's like an endangered species or something. That one actually is. The hardest lips flower is actually an endangered species. It's an astral plane. it's a Nebashanic plane. Like at CERN, where they try to open up portals with the like the Stargate, like, you know. Did I just tell you a conspiracy theory? Shit, I didn't mark myself out. I just marked myself out. Okay. Well, I do that anyways. It's just I was trying not to be so obvious. So Venus outranked Libra, and that's the same energy. Yahweh defeated Baal, and that's for the same, and too many of the same similarities. Too many similarities. And now one is just awful, and the other one is damn near the closest thing you know to the name, like you know, Yeshua, you know, Yahweh. Like, it's like really. I'm not saying anybody's wrong. King David was a Yahwehite, but he didn't kill Melchizedek because Melchizedek was from the priest of Cyril. he just determined that Cyril and Yahweh are the same. What does that stuff mean? Like, what's that all about? What's that about?